Hey YouTube, it is the old River Otter Frank back for this Tuesday's edition of a Watchman's Brief. So first up, let's go over the global situation. The world's getting crazy. Oh, you didn't need me to tell you that, right? But there are reports of heightened air activity from the U.S. military going into the Caribbean region. Growing online speculation and some news outlets to suspect Cuba could become a future pressure point with the Trump administration. As of now, there's no confirmed U.S. military action tied to Cuba, but the increased regional attention does kind of show our hand that way. It's 12:30. We need to treat this as a developing item, not a confirmed operation, okay? Also, on the international front, of course, we've got the Iranian situation. The biggest flashpoint remains Iran. Current reporting says another round of U.S. talks in Pakistan is uncertain at best. Trump has indicated bombing will resume if diplomacy fails. Some reports say that Iranian delegates had not even arrived for the talks, adding doubts that this could turn hot again very fast. My personal opinion is it probably will turn hot very fast. Now look, also in Iran, another reason I feel this way is reports are the RGC has tightened its grip inside Iran. Hardliners appear to be consolidating control during this crisis. That often signals preparation for escalation and internal crackdowns and refusals to compromise. When regimes centralize power under stress, instability usually follows. That's just a fact of human nature. Now then, my biggie right now is the China question. China continues to position itself diplomatically while trying to benefit from the U.S. government's distractions with Iran and Cuba and everything else. Whether directly calling the shots or not, Beijing is gaining wherever America's focus and resources are pulled from. And we've pulled from a lot of areas. There's multiple theaters of U.S. military operations going on in several different theaters. I can think off the top of my head right now, we have some type of active duty troop, probably in about 4 different continents. Now, strategic pressure don't always look like open conflict, but it can go there in a hurry. Another item I think you need to be well aware of is news reports have mentioned a Chinese operative has been arrested near JFK Airport with interesting photos of military aircraft at facilities such as Offutt Air Force Base and Tinker Air Force Base. Now, I've not confirmed the Tinker for sure, but definitely he did have pictures from Offutt Air Force Base of several sensitive aircraft and the flight lines. If this turns out to be true, and it sounds like it is, this would fit a classic intelligence collection and infrastructure mapping op. Also, while we're talking about the international stuff, let's talk about the political divide in this country. The political division remains intense, to say the least. You have competing narratives about foreign policy, and they are almost guaranteed to cause division. The key takeaway for us right now is not to get involved with personalities. Stay out of it. Stay informed. Watch multiple news organizations because, I hate to say it, our news here in the States is either left or right. There's not a whole lot of middle. So, you have to pay attention to that. International news tends to also be that way. What I found of late, though, is I get better coverage of what's going on here from the foreign news sites than I do the domestic. The domestic seems to be too tied up, too amped up in the political divide, taking one side or the other to actually report what's going on around the news. So here's my assessment for this week. We're kind of at the yellowish orange level, which is just above the green, safe. The meaning of this is it's elevated global tension, uncertain diplomacy, rising risk of sudden escalations are real. Now, what to think about in the next 24 hours? Did Iran attend or reject the talks? Is there any renewed U.S. airstrikes? Is the Strait of Hormuz still shut down? What is our new Caribbean military posture? Have we heard of any new cyber incidents or suspicious infrastructure events? And what is the markets doing, especially the commodities with fuel? Now here's a preparedness reminder for you. This is just common sense, folks. Be calm, don't panic. Top off your fuel if you need it. Charge your radios and your batteries. Review your family's comms plan. Check your pantry and your medical stuff and stay alert. And verify your news. Verify it. Now remember, this is out of 1 Thessalonians 5:3. The Bible is chock full of wisdom, page after page. But in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3, Paul writes, when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes. When they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes. Stay steady, stay humble, stay ready. This is the Old River Otter, Frank for Sage Creek Prepping, saying God bless, and we'll see you all on Thursday. Good day.